So when I extract this atom setup, it will extract to a folder called atom setup, and that is what it is doing. So once you extract this atom setup, you can install it. I have it installed already. You can install it direct by just double clicking and running the installation as you install in any other app. So that is how you install Atom. Okay, so if you don't have Atom installed, just follow that simple procedure and install it. When you double click, it will start installing. I don't want to double click because I have it installed. I don't want it to conflict with the installed one. So you just kind of double click and you can see the type is an application. It should run and it should install, okay? Then the next app was PHP version 7.3 for Windows 64-bit and 32-bit. So if you have any kind of 64, whether it's 64 or 32-bit laptop, that one will work. So just extract to PHP, and then it will extract to a folder here called PHP 7.3, and you will be able to see everything that is extracted. So I want to start by showing you guys so I want to start by showing you guys how you've configured the this PHP environment, so that when you start typing now in Atom, you can type a PHP code, okay? So because you can see these things that have extracted here, there is no application setup which you can just click and install. All these there's not even one which you can just click and install it. You have to configure it in the environment so that you can run your code comfortably using PHP. Run a PHP code. So what you will do, you will just come and click PHP, just copy the whole folder, just copy it to local disk C. So just come to local disk C and just paste it here. You can see I have it pasted here, PHP. So just paste it here and it should appear here. So ensure it is in this PC, local disk C. Paste it here, and then everything should appear here, okay? So paste it here. If you don't have these setups, maybe because you didn't maybe send your email to me on my inbox, because those who did, I sent a link to my drive so that they can access these setups from my drive. But again, it should not be a problem to download it just from the internet. If you go to the website of atom.io, you will get Atom setup there. If you just go to PHP website, you will find the PHP. But if you find trouble finding PHP from their website, just inbox me with your email and I will be able to send you a link to my drive where you can access PHP and Atom. Okay, so that is now how you kind of copy PHP to your local disk C. So once you have done copying PHP here, you can copy this path. Just click on that and copy that path. Just copy the path. So this is the path that appears in this bar. Just click on the bar and then right click and then copy. Okay, I want you to copy that path and come here down here and just type environment. We want to set up an environment for PHP. So just type environment and you will see this. Okay, so yes, the reason I'm muting you guys is because this video I'm recording it and I will also upload it to our YouTube channel. So We don't want people who missed to watch a video with noise. That is why I muted you. But if you have a question, you can raise your hand so that I can see you. Okay? Yeah, so come to here in type environment. You should see this edit the system environment variables option. Click on it, and then you will see a panel that appears here. And then environment variables, select that option. Okay, I hope you are following. And if you're not, don't worry, I will record this so that you don't miss this. I know, okay. I know maybe you might find it hard following the class and again still opening your Windows Explorer. You may find some problem, but don't worry, I will record. In case you miss, just go to our YouTube. You will find this one recorded. Okay, so once you click on environment variables, select the option here called path. And then here we will add the path we copied. So just come here and click on new and then add that path. I have already added the path here. You can see it is C /PHP. So just copy, just paste it here. You can see it is similar to the one I have here. Or if it is not, I can just add that PHP so that it can go inside the PHP folder. So ensure you have this one, and then once you are done, just click OK. For now, I will cancel because I have already done it. Just click OK, and then also OK here, and also OK here. Once you are done doing that, you have the Windows can now recognize that there's a folder called PHP in local disk C, and you have you can now run a PHP code in your Atom text editor, your Visual Studio text editor, which is open right now. So this is the place where we write our codes. If I want to start I want to write a code, this is where I will write it from. So by default, it looks like this. Okay. So I can start writing my code. But now, when I write my code, where will my output appear? I want our output to appear in Google Chrome or any other web browser you have. So I want my output to appear in Google Chrome here. I want it to appear here. Because this is web design. We are designing a web, so we need our output to be here. So for you to be able to have your output appearing here, you will need an app called Champ. Again, I sent you a link. Those who emailed me, I sent you a link from where you can access Champ. Champ is right here with me. You can see that is Champ. So when I extract Champ, let me extract to Champ. So you can see it is an application. So you just need to just run it, okay? Just double click and run the application. And it will install. It will start installing the normal way of installing. Once you install this app, let me just, I have it installed. Once you install it, it will run something like this. A control panel like this one here. Okay, so once it is done installing, you should see a control panel like this. So this control panel, what it does, let me just close that. So this control panel right here, what it does, it helps you to link the Atom text editor and the web browser. So when I start the Apache and my SQL, those two first options, when I click on start, you can see they have started and they are running. And you can see they are running on ports. This one is running on port 80,443. This one is 3306. So once they start running, that means they have linked your text editor to your web browser. So when I type something on Atom, it will output in Chrome. Okay, I will see the output here of my code. When I type it here, I will see the output in Google Chrome. But for me to be able to see that, I have to ensure that this XAMPP is running. Okay. So if you cannot see this control panel once you install XAMPP, you can easily trace it. Again, in local disk C, just come to local disk C, open local disk C, and you will see where you installed PHP here, you will see XAMPP. Once it is done installing, you will see it here. And then you can open it. And then once it is open, you will see the XAMPP start and the XAMPP stop. The XAMPP stop. Okay, so this is the application we open, the one called XAMPP control. When you open it, it will open this panel right here. So if you cannot see the panel, just go here and open it. It is here. Okay. If you are following well, you can chat you can type in the chat box if you are following with me. If you are a little bit lost, again, you can still type on the chat box so that I can know you are lost. We don't want to lose anyone on our way, because this website, we will build it from our codes. We will move to styling with CSS. We style our website. And then once you style it, we will go to the database part, where we will make some databases for our website. This is where we will store the tables which will store our data. And then from there, we will look at maybe we will look at some of the ways we can improve our websites using JavaScript. And then from there, we will look at domain and hosting, how you can host your website in domain. But before we go to domain, we have to teach ourselves how to make our website template. So I want us to begin with making our website template. So for us to be able to make a website template, we will need a place where we will type our texts, and we will need a place where we will type, we will be able to edit our databases, and then a place where we can view what we have done, and that is Google Chrome or any other browser. Okay. If you're following with me, let me know. If you have a problem, let me know in the chat box. If maybe there's a point that was not clear. Okay. So that is how you configure XAMPP now. That is how you configure PHP, XAMPP, and so on. So we are now ready to start typing our codes, and we will be seeing our output in Google Chrome. So we will type our codes here, and we will see the output here. Okay? So let us come here and now start typing our codes. So we are using this language called PHP. PHP is a bucket language for HTML. Many people would just start with HTML, but for the purpose of this training, I will teach you PHP and how you can kind of use PHP in a HTML skeleton. Okay? So when you open Atom, you will see very many things up here, which are just like this one is a welcome guide. This one is a template I was running before. This is a welcome. These are telemetry consent, and it is right here. So these things, they may be many, but you can just close them if you don't need them. Just close them. Let me just close them so that I have a clean working space. So once I'm done, okay. So once I'm done clearing them, I can just add a folder. So this is a folder where we will be typing our work, our project. So when I add a folder, you realize that it will direct me. It will direct me to local disk C. When you come to local disk C, there's champ, where champ is installed, and then there's this folder here called htdocs. htdocs, you open it, and then that is where you're supposed to create a folder for your website. Like you can see, I have existing websites already. I have a coffee website here. I have some dashboard here. I have a food order website. These are some websites I have been practicing with. So we will add a website here. We will add a folder here for our website. So I can just come here and add a new folder. And this folder, I will call it maybe training, okay? Or I can name it anything else. So I will call it training, and then I will hit enter, and then I will select it here, select folder. Yeah, so it should appear here now. So training appears here. So in this folder, I will just be clicking and right clicking, and I add a new file, okay? So if I want to add a new file, I just right click, I can add a file here now. These are the files that we will type in. I can add a new folder. If I need a new folder inside this folder, I can just add a new folder. But for this tutorial, we will add new files. So just click on a new file, and this will bring some kind of a place where I can type in a message. And I want to learn to type something like, let's say, just index. Let me use the default one, index.php. Let me use this index.php. So that is what I want to call my file. So it has to be .php if you are using Atom, so that it can recognize that this is a PHP file. If I type .css, it will recognize it as a CSS, okay? So I type .php and then I hit enter. You will understand better when we proceed why we have to include it as .php. So now you can see it has added down here, and it is open here now. Now from here, line 1 is active. I can now start typing now. I can type anything now. I can type anything now from here. I can type, and now my text will start appearing. So if I type HTML, that is I told you guys we will be using HTML for the purpose of this tutorial. We will kind of use HTML skeleton. If I hit enter, you will see this skeleton, the HTML skeleton. So we will use this skeleton to style out our website, and we will type our commands here in this skeleton. It is a HTML skeleton, but there's a way we can include a PHP code in a HTML skeleton. So I will teach you guys how to do that. So this is what we will be working with for the rest of the tutorials. I don't want to introduce much right now, because the people we were with in the physical class, we did not do much, and I don't want you guys to be much ahead of them. And again, I also don't want them to be much ahead of you, because we are doing the same thing. So we will not go very far. But in the next class, we will start doing basic PHP, and then I will we will type our PHP codes, and we will also type CSS for that code. So we will not learn CSS as a different language, as a different topic. We will just learn it, how to include it. We will just learn how to include it in our PHP, this text editor. We just learn how to uh, incorporate it here in our website without really going to learn it from scratch, because it is very wide. CSS is very wide. We may learn how to style very many things which will not help us. We just want to start with the basics. We will make a website, a simple one, and then we will create a CSS for that website, very specific to that website. And then with that knowledge you will get from the CSS we will have created, you guys will be able to understand CSS better, and you will be able to even learn it on your own without need of coming to tutor you guys about CSS. Okay, so like for example, I can just type here and I can show you how this code will output in my Google Chrome. So when I'm in Google Chrome, what I will do, I will just come to the place where I'm supposed to type where I'm searching. So just type localhost, because our website is being hosted locally. Just type localhost and then slash. Our folder, we called it training. You remember the name of the folder for project? It was training. So just type localhost training and then you hit enter. You can see right now there's nothing in our website. Localhost training, there's nothing. So when I type something in my code, like for example, I can give it a title. I can say our website. I can just type here in between our website. So you can see when I type here and save, now when I come to my page when I come to my page and refresh it, you can see here the title now changes to our website. Okay, so I have already changed the title of my website by just typing our website here. Okay, so I will teach you how you can code here. Right now, there's not much of anything we have done. We will go to body, and then we will go to headers. We will go to headers, we'll go to body, and then we will come to the footer, and we will go to styling, and then from styling, we will include the images. From there, we go to database. I teach you how to work with the database, and so on and so forth. So for now, allow me to end at that point. I don't want to introduce much because if we start coding, it may be involving, and maybe some of you have not even set up this environment well. So we will just do that for now. That is kind of a guide on how to get your apps ready and running. You can see now my app is ready and running. Okay, my apps are working well. That is kind of a test I have done to ensure that my Nini is running well. So we will not do much because it is very involving. We will just stop at that point right now for the purpose of this tutorial. So unless somebody has a question or would love to know more about what we will do, allow me to stop there. So maybe I can unmute you guys, or if you need to share your screen on a problem you faced, I can allow you to do that. Okay, so we will not do much. We will just get up to there for now. Okay, Caleb. Okay, let me see. Yes. Yes,
Hello, so I
Caleb.
had a question.
Yes.
Yes,
Ask. Yes.
I had a question.
Yes.
What is the relationship between XAMPP, Atom, and PHP? Because you are installing all of them at the same time.
Okay. So Atom is a text editor. So we will be writing our codes in the text editor. Okay? So this is a place where we will write the codes now. So you need a text editor for you to be able to write your code. So you can use Atom, you can use Visual Studio. Visual Studio is also a text editor. You can also use Visual Studio. But now if you run a code in Atom or Visual Studio, it will not give you any output because you don't have something called a compiler. So PHP is our compiler because we are doing a PHP code. So PHP will work as our compiler. It will now interpret this text as a PHP text, okay? And then XAMPP, you don't need XAMPP for you to be able to see your output. You can configure, you can link your text editor to the browser very fast without needing XAMPP. There's a way you can do that, but I will avoid that direction intentionally because now XAMPP will help us to create a database for our website. So what XAMPP does, it helps us to create a database for website because websites need databases. So if I just come to localhost and type localhost, and I don't type anything else, I just type localhost. It will, without internet, it will open this page, and this is the page where I can access PHP my admin. This is the panel where I will be doing my database to build my database for my website. So what XAMPP does, it will help you build the database for your website. Atom is a text editor. You will write your codes in Atom. And PHP is your compiler. It will interpret those codes. Okay? So Caleb,
Yes, I've understood.
you have understood?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Any other question? You can raise your hand. I will unmute you. Okay, we look okay, right? So that is it for now. If you have had any trouble with this installation and trying to configure out your